Hyobeen, I can't believe it's already a year since Korean novelist Han Kang has made history by receiving the Nobel Literature Prize, of course. And do you have something related to that today?
That's right. I mean, time flies, doesn't it? So basically, in line with that, Korean literature is gaining ever wider recognition overseas and nowadays. And I think it's one of the biggest factors is thanks to the translation as well. So I sat down with the deputy director of the Literature Translation Institute of Korea to further discuss the topic. Let's take a look. It's been a year since Korean author Han Kang became the first South Korean to be awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. Since then, with K-pop, K-dramas, and K-films capturing audiences worldwide, Korean literature has emerged as another key pillar of the K-culture wave, and at the heart of it all is translation.
Translation is absolutely vital. Korean is not globally common language, so for our literature to reach international readers, translation is the most important bridge.
Kwak says the bridge is now being built by a new generation, native language translators from around the world drawn by their passion for Korean culture.
Since 2008, our institute has been running a translation academy to train translators who can faithfully and fluently convey Korean literature. Each year, about 120 students from 7 language regions take part in the program. Many of them are so fluent in Korean that you can hardly tell whether they are native speakers or not.
So do you have any specific plans or any goals in terms of making the Korean literature more popular in the global market?
We want to strengthen the translators' entire career path from newcomers learning under senior mentors to professionals joining dedicated residencies that allow them to focus fully on translation.
As Korean books gain traction abroad, Kwak notes that global readers are embracing an ever wider range of stories, from healing-themed fiction to socially charged novels.
Our next goal is to broaden that reach, not only sharing popular titles, but also introducing literary works of high quality and artistic depth that haven't yet been discovered overseas.
For Han Kang and other writers, translation has been the key to voice, and as more translators bridge languages and cultures, the world of Korean literature continues to expand beyond borders.
Well, I remember just like yesterday when we on the Culture Wave actually reported on this big achievement by novelist Han Kang. But the translation really plays a crucial role, just as we see with Deborah Smith, who translated actually The Vegetarian by Han Kang.
That's right, yeah. I heard actually after she read The Vegetarian that she was so inspired that she actually translated it herself, and that's what drew sort of like a wider global audience or attention to Han Kang's work.
That's right.
And the deputy director of the Literature Translation Institute, I guess, also has mentioned on the change of the global status of Korean literature.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kwak actually told me that the number of books sold overseas has been surged dramatically over the last few years. She mentioned that sales jumped by about 130% last year compared to the year before, reaching around 1.2 million copies. But beyond the sharp rise in numbers, what's really remarkable is that Korean literature is now being actively discussed abroad. There are far more forums and seminars where scholars debate and analyze Korean works, not just Han Kang's novels, but Korean literature as a whole. What used to be known only to a few experts has now become part of general cultural knowledge among readers overseas.
That's quite impressive, especially for K-literature. And what kind of genres are especially popular these days, and who are the main readers abroad?
I mean, that's a great question, because she actually told me that healing-themed novels are really popular nowadays. And along with that, along with some more serious works that blend pure literature with genre fiction like sci-fi and thrillers. So writers who reinterpret Korea's modern history through fiction are also getting attention, much like Han Kang herself. And according to the institution's surveys, the biggest overseas readership comes from young and female readers who have a strong interest in Korean culture.
I think there are so many more powerful stories in Korea that deserve a lot of more attention, and I hope that they are going to reach the global audience. And thank you so much for your coverage, Hyobeen.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.